His family has been notified. We have 6 other gunshot wound victims in this case. That number has not changed since we spoke last night. One of the gunshot victims is a current student at Lincoln University. One is an alum. The rest of their affiliation is not direct with the university at this time. All of those victims are expected to survive. They all are in the same age range, 20 to 25 years old. We're not going to give individual updates about their status, but again, I'm going to reiterate, those 6 gunshot victims are all currently expected to survive. I'm also going to confirm what we said last night, that we have one person in custody. He was charged with carrying a concealed firearm. His name was Zacchaeus Morgan Thompson. We'll get you the spelling of the name later. He's been charged with carrying a concealed firearm without a license, and he is currently being held at Chester County Prison on $25,000 cash bail. I cannot confirm, however, right now at this time, whether or not the gun that was found on him was used in the shooting. We have further things to do before we can confirm or deny that. I want to then shift now and update you on where we are in the investigation. So investigators now are operating under the strong belief that there were multiple shooters at this event. We are also going to reiterate what we said last night, right? That we're operating under the belief that the shooter or shooters in this case did not come here with a specific design to cause a mass casualty event. We believe they would have operated differently. And so we're treating this as a shooting that broke out in the middle of homecoming weekend. The other thing I want to update you on is what the team has been doing today. This is still a large and very active crime scene. And so when the sun came up, we kept working using that extra light. We brought in K9 units to help us search. We're doing grid searches with the FBI as we speak of the entire area to make sure we pick up every piece of evidence we can to be able to further the evidence and further our prosecutions in this case. The other thing that we've done is we've continued to conduct interviews. We've continued to review video evidence. We've continued to gather video evidence. And I want to thank the public who has reached out to us, whether it's on social media or through the FBI, and has provided us videos. These videos are going to help us track down the people that did this. And I'm calling on everyone, if you have a video of this event, even if you think and you're not sure whether it shows something, please, you can call 1-800-CALL-FBI. They will give you a link and you can upload that video directly to the FBI so that we can review it. Stitching together videos is going to be a key part of this investigation. We are in this for the long haul, and we're going to make sure that this campus is absolutely safe and that the people who came onto this campus and decided to ruin homecoming weekend with gunfire are held accountable. So with that, I'm going to open up to questions.
Mr. Morgan Thompson, he, to my understanding, the gun that was picked up on him last night was, he told police it was his mother's?
I'm not going to get into what he said or did not say. Certainly we'll send out the affidavit of probable cause if you don't have it already, and you'll be able to go through that after this event. But one of the things I'm limited to talk about is what defendants have said to prosecutors or to investigators as part of the rules of ethics that apply to prosecutors.
Do you know if he knew any of the individuals that were injured?
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get into any of that right now. We are investigating all of that with every means that we have available.
Any idea how many shots were fired? I know there's been evidence recovered. Can you say how many shell casings or anything like that?
We certainly would be flat out guessing wildly if we were to speculate on what the number of shots were fired. That's why we would like as many video sources as we can. Some are clearer than others. Some are difficult to count gunshots. And no, we're doing grid searches right now to make sure. I mean, that parking lot is large. There's a lot of debris and trash strewn everywhere. And so we're working through that to make sure that we can get a proper count of shell casings recovered.
Did it start with a physical fight first?
We're still looking into all of that. That's why we need the public to come forward, right? We need people who saw something to say something. And I know we talk about that time and time again, but it is incredibly critical in this case because this was just a jam-packed event. And once shootings started happening, it was chaos. And so little snippets, little things people saw can add up to a lot if we have people come in and talk to us. And so that's what I'm asking the public to do.
The person with the concealed weapon that you have, any evidence that he was one of the shooters?
We're looking into that right now. We've been working on ballistic testing all day. We will work on figuring out what those results are as soon as we can. We can confirm everything.
You talked about the jam-packed event. Was this planned to be big and was otherwise peaceful and no issues until this shooting broke out, or was that already kind of getting out of control with that many people there?
I'm not certain what the university's plan for how many people would come in. I would defer those questions to Lincoln University and what their plans were. Right, we're here for the shooting. We're here to make sure that we can hold people accountable. There will be a time weeks down the line where we sort of meet up and talk about things, lessons learned from this from a holistic standpoint. But right now, our focus is getting these videos, getting witnesses to come forward and talking to the people who saw something.
How much longer will this be a crime scene or areas of the campus around?
As long as we need to. I don't. That's just. I know it's unfortunate, but the sun is coming down. If we need to hold it overnight and go back at it tomorrow, we will. I hope we don't have to do that, but as long as we need to.
And they're turning everyone away from campus, we noticed.
There's an announcement that we sent out that the university had put out, but we sent it to you about an hour ago, I want to say. That school is closed tomorrow. There's going to be an event here tomorrow at noon for the students and for the community. And there's services being offered to the students. Those details are in that letter. I would ask that you share that out as much as you can, right? The part of healing is an important part of the process. Everyone on campus is a victim in this. And safety is obviously really important, but right now we don't see a clear threat to the campus. We are working on a crime scene right now and trying to work backwards.
Do you know approximately how many people were gathered for the event?
I don't. I mean, we've seen clips of video where you're just, it is a jam-packed post-football games tailgate style party, right? And that parking lot is packed. All right. I want to thank everyone for coming today. As we have updates, we will continue to put information out on the investigative side. Thank you.
Appreciate it.